Hi guys, thanks for coming to Set for Success. My name is Rachel. I'm going to be going over a few important policies for you today. All right, so as I said, my name is Rachel. You see me at the bottom there. I also have with me Mackenzie and Jessica. We are some of the counselors in UCAC. If you're in this meeting, it means that your academic unit is UCAC, the University Center for Advising and Counseling. We have students who are working on their prerequisites for their senior college. For example, if you're a biology major, you're trying to get into the College of Science. Or if you are a general business major, you're trying to get into the College of Business. Until students meet those requirements to get in their senior college, they stay with us. We also have students who are working to meet admission requirements for allied health or nursing programs. And we have students who already have a degree and are just here to take more college classes. All right, so the Scholastic Requirements at LSU. If you're in this meeting, it means you really need this information, guys, so please pay attention to this slide. To be in good standing at LSU, that green column on the left, that means that your overall GPA and your LSU GPA need to be at a 2.0 or higher. They both have to meet that requirement. If you have an overall GPA of, let's say, a 3.8, but your LSU GPA is below a 2.0, you're still not in good standing. Those two GPAs can be different, remember, because your overall GPA is going to include things like classes you've taken at another university or dual enrollment credits you may have gotten during high school, things like that. That LSU GPA is just going to include the classes that you've attempted while you're at LSU. The next column, Scholastic Warning. This is what happens if one or both of your GPAs is below a 2.0, but within less than 10 quality points. So being within those 10 quality points puts you on Scholastic Warning. Scholastic Warning stays in effect until you get back to good standing, or if you were to fall further to Scholastic Probation. Scholastic Probation is when one of your GPAs is below a 2.0 by 10 or more quality points. Now, if you're unsure about what quality points are, don't sweat it. I'm going to go over those next. Just know that Scholastic Probation means you're further away from the 2.0 than if you're on Scholastic Warning. Something else important to know about Scholastic Probation is when you're 10 or more quality points away, if you then move to within 10 quality points, you bring your GPA up a little bit, you don't move to Scholastic Warning. You stay on Scholastic Probation until you either get all the way back to good standing or you move further away, which unfortunately is Scholastic Drop next. You don't move up a level to Scholastic Warning. So Scholastic Drop is that last category there, signified with the red dot. This occurs when you're already on Scholastic Probation and your semester GPA you earn is under a 2.0. Getting a semester GPA below a 2.0 when you're already on probation means that you were 10 or more quality points below a 2.0, and now you're about to fall further because you earned less than a 2.0 this semester. The first time this happens, you're required to sit out from LSU for one major semester. Let's say you do that, you come back to LSU, but then you get another semester below a 2.0. You never got out of Scholastic Probation when you came back. That means you're going to have to sit out again. And this second time, you are required to sit out for a full academic year. We're trying to keep that from happening. Sometimes we understand it has to, you might need a break, but we're trying to keep that from happening and get you moved back to good standing. Now, quality points, where do you find them? What do they mean? On your MyLSU account, you can see right here, you can go into Student Services, and under Student Services, choose Degree Audit / College Record. And you'll see here we've indicated one of the last places on your degree audit is called Current Academic Standing. On this one, you can see exactly how many hours you've carried or hours you've attempted at LSU or overall. For our example here, they happen to be the same, but remember, they can be different. You'll also see the quality points, what GPA that corresponds to, and then right there, they also show you the quality point deficit. The way this is calculated is by taking your hours attempted or hours carried, so in this example, it's 46, multiplying it by the GPA you're looking for. For everything in this presentation, we're talking about a 2.0 GPA. So with this example here, 46 hours carried times 2, we're looking for 92 quality points. You can see here this student's account has earned 82 quality points. That means they're missing 10, a quality point deficit of 10 points. So remember, 10 points or more, they're on scholastic probation. And you can see that clearly in the status right under the GPA line. Now, a GPA of a 2.0 is equivalent to C average grades. You'll see right here that C level grades are marked in yellow. Grades below a C are going to hurt you further. Those are below the 2.0 GPA. They're going to pull you further away from that 2.0 and increase your GPA deficit. This is why if you're on probation and you earn a GPA below a 2.0 for the next semester, that's why it's considered that you've brought your GPA deficit further. It's because that means there were grades down here. Grades of a C+ or higher will help you. They will reduce your GPA deficit and help bring your GPA higher. So remember, C+ and above, those help you. C, these neither hurt nor help you. These are what we're aiming for our average to eventually be. And then C- and below, those grades are what are going to hurt you. So please be aware there are some policies at LSU that can help you to decrease your GPA deficit. Grade exclusion is one we want you to know about. The deadline for this semester has already passed. Every student was notified of that in the beginning of this semester, but please keep it in mind for next semester. Grade exclusion is where if you earned a D or an F in a class, you can choose to retake that class and choose to implement what's called grade exclusion. There is a form required for this. You have to see a college counselor for it. It doesn't just happen because you retake a class. What grade exclusion does is when you retake the class, we take the original attempt out of your GPA calculation for LSU purposes. So that means it'll help in things like your GPA deficit and your academic action or your scholastic status. The original grade will always be on your transcript. So things like graduate schools will see both attempts. But for our LSU purposes, we'll take it out of your GPA calculation if you implement the grade exclusion. You'll also want to keep in mind dropping a class. Remember I said that grades of a C- or below are going to hurt you? If you know you're going to earn a C- or below in a class, you may want to consider using a W and dropping that class. This semester, the deadline to drop a class or resign from the university is April 23rd at 4:30 p.m. Now, in a typical semester, you're only allowed 3 Ws per hour tier. So if you've earned between 0 and 59 hours, you're allowed 3. if you've earned between 60 and 119 hours, you reset and you start it again with the opportunity for 3. This semester in particular, there may be some different rules about that. Please be sure to check your LSU email and consult with your UCAC academic counselors. Also, guys, there's something called the Comprehensive Academic Tracking System. We want to make sure you know about this because you're going to be affected by it. If you're in this meeting, it means that we're working on your GPA. Well, your GPA is also tracked by CATS. CATS is a system that has certain classes and certain GPA requirements for every major. Every student at LSU who's seeking a 4-year degree is following some of these requirements. If you're missing the GPA your major wants you to have, you're going to get a CATS hold. Now, CATS holds can hit at midterms just to give you a heads up that you're gonna have a hold at the end of the semester. And then they really hit at the end of the semester. If you have one CATS hold at the end of a fall or spring, come talk to us in UCAC and we're glad to help you with it. If it happens 2 major semesters in a row, your senior college is going to want to talk to you about if you're in the right major. That's done through a CATS appeal. That's how you have that conversation. Now, because you're in this meeting, because we're working on your GPA, we wanted you to be aware that your GPA is often involved in these CATS requirements too. So please be on the lookout for that. Midterm holds are coming up, and those end of semester holds will of course be at the end of the semester after your final grades post. We have the academic calendar here. Guys, there's some really important dates you need to know about. Remember, the final date for dropping courses for this semester and for resigning from the university has been moved to 4:30 p.m. April 23rd. That's 4:30 p.m. Friday, April 23rd. March 26th is still the final date to request the rescheduling of a final exam. When you have 3 exams within 24 hours of each other, you can request one of those be moved. However, you have to do so by March 26th. The final exam schedule is published on your MyLSU along with the course booklet when it's published before every semester. So please go check that out and get that taken care of by the 26th of March if you need to move an exam. And remember, that deadline to drop a class or resign from the university is now April 23rd by 4:30 p.m. We also wanted you to know there's some really helpful resources on campus. These are all accessible virtually as well. The Student Health Center is, of course, where you can go for health services, your medical services if you need a checkup because you're feeling ill, or if you just need your annual checkup to make sure you're still well. We have a full team of mental health staff there available to y'all. Please know that LSU wants you to have the help you need and that the LSU Student Health Center mental health services are there whenever you need them. And we also have a full nutritionist available to you all the time, just because you're an LSU student. So please reach out, guys. And if for some reason any of these services are not available when you need them, they will help you get connected to a community resource that can better help. The Center for Academic Success, I want to make sure y'all know about. Their one job, guys, is to help you get better grades. That's been the whole purpose of this presentation, so please make yourselves familiar with them. Y'all may be familiar with them because you likely had to attend something called Impact. That's something separate from our office. That's something the Center for Academic Success is in control of. Your hold with our office is going to be lifted because you attended this session, as long as you turn in the documents at the end that you're supposed to. Impact and attending something for the Center for Academic Success, is something totally different. So please be attentive to your LSU email if you've received anything from them. Again, they've got everything you need to get better grades. They can do your academic coaching, teach you how to study for how your individual brain works so that your studying is more effective. They're in charge of all of our tutoring. They also have supplemental instruction where a student who got a good grade in that class will come back and help you make those connections between what you get in lecture and what's going to be on the test. Next, the Olin Career Center, as their name suggests, they're there to help you get the career you want, whether it's finding you an internship, helping you find a job, helping you write your resume. They are your people. Guys, they can also help you find the right major because your major should ultimately be serving getting you to the right career. They're your people for that. They have a ton of assessments, evaluations, and really helpful staff who can help narrow down what majors and what career paths might best serve you based on your preferences, your values, and what you're looking for. So please check them out if you're having any doubts or questions about the path you're currently on. And then the Student Financial Management Center is an incredible help, guys. We know a lot of people have student loans. We know you're working. We know you've got school. We want to help with all of it. We want to help you be able to manage it. The Student Financial Management Center is there to help you understand things like your student loans, your credit score, how to budget, things like that. So please, if any of these sounded like, ooh, that's something I need or I could use, please get in touch with them there. For all of our coronavirus LSU updates, please check out the Roadmap website, guys. This is where you can go to register for a COVID test. You can also get information about the upcoming vaccine. There's a survey to take to decide if you want the vaccine. Would you want to get it at LSU, etc. And you're also expected to keep yourself up to date on the COVID-19 reporting and protocol, because I'm sure, as y'all know, to go to popular places on campus like the Union, you have to take your symptom survey and show your QR code to be able to get in. So please keep yourself informed on that. Last, so this isn't a live conference, you're receiving this recording, so there's a link in the email you received to a post-test or a survey. We need to receive that in order to know that you came to this presentation. So once we receive that, your holds for needing to attend Set for Success will be lifted. If you have any questions at all or want to talk to somebody about your specific situation, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Make an appointment with us on the Navigate Student app. We would be glad to go over your situation with you. Thanks for your time, guys. Have a great rest of your day.